I'm not going to do anything about that because that's my risk column. It basically says go to the cell that contains the risk. Actually, let's name those cells. Let's call that my risk. Let's call that my target. So instead of H12, I'm going to say capitalization doesn't matter, but let me tell you what I'm doing. Anytime you're on the worksheet, the cell that is selected is called the active cell, okay? This says wherever you are, figure out what's the row number. This says wherever you are, figure out what's the column number. Next, select the cell that is called my risk. Copy that. Next, I'm going to, let's go here. When I run this macro, I'm going to be on this cell, okay? But I want to go down one, left one, okay? Oh, actually, left one, not down one yet. So I'm going to call cells row number my row, column number my column -1. So go to the left of where I started. This is the Excel's code for pasting only values. Next, once I pasted that number, I'm going to go down one or down one from the active cell. My row +1, my column. Copy that and go to my target and paste it. And I'm going to go back to ready myself for the next one. So let's get ourselves ready. I was here, right? At this point, I already have written that. And I have already done my goals solver. Now I'm gonna actually put a little button here, insert a little shape. I'm gonna make that a heart. Okay. And I'm gonna assign a macro to it. Now, every time I come over it, cursor becomes a hand. That means that's a clickable object. Whenever I click on that, it's gonna execute that little macro we had. That means I'm right here, right? It's gonna go here, copy that, go to left, paste it there, go down one more, copy that, paste it to the target, and go back here. Let's see, I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, I should have said my target. Okay. It already has done that. See, I'm right there now. Okay. I'm ready for the next one. There's a way to do the solver too, but I'm not going to worry about that. Actually, let me see. Developer, record macro, run my solver. Data, solver. I got everything ready. Hit solve. Okay. Developer, stop recording. Let's see. Okay. This should do it. Why did that do it twice? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me insert another shape. I'm going to combine the two, but I want to make sure that uh, okay. Let me see if it's going to do it this way. No. For some reason, it's not doing it automatic. It should, but it's not. When you have something that's already assigned to a macro, to select it, hit Control and select, and you can delete it. So let's next, I'm going to simply it just makes life a little bit easier. Until now, the minimum variances are all the same, right? But that's going to change soon. It already started changing. In order to get a portfolio with a return of 0.18, if there were no constraints, we could have gotten a risk of 198, but with the constraint that I could only have non-negative weights, the minimum I could achieve is 204. It's the active button, so I could simply hit OK. What happened here? Oh, I was being... I'm right here. Okay. I disrupted my own rhythm. Oh, one... let's think about this. Any portfolio that wants to have a return that is greater than the highest of the individual stocks will not be feasible if you're restricting yourself to non-negative rates. I mean, you could... maximum you could get is put everything on SPY, right? The maximum I can get is 0.20, pretty much. So the rest are not feasible. So that's not actually possible. There is no portfolio that's going to yield 0.22. So I'm going to add... what the hell happened here?